relatively early like always. We're here this weekend with the camper out at Raven Rock State Park in Lillington, North Carolina. Just got up, cooked a little breakfast outside. We're going to sit here and eat. And then I guess after breakfast, get a little stretch in. And then we're going to go do the Campbell Creek Loop Trail, which is one of the two bigger trails here at Raven Rock. It's about a 4.5 miler, but I guess from the campground and the trail to get down there, we're looking at a little over 5. So we're going to enjoy these eggs and this charcuterie meat and coffee, and we'll catch you in a bit. Right now that we got going on the hike, just a couple things to note. As we mentioned, this is a 4.5 mile loop, they say. And I'll just say from experience of being up here many times that the earlier you can get here, the better. And that's for a couple reasons. There's a sign up there and it says something like, oh, allow 3 to 4 hours. I don't think it's ever actually taken us that long, but you are going downhill on this hike the whole way to the bottom of the loop, and then on the way back it's a lot of uphill, which slows you down. And the other thing I'd mention is about getting here early. As you can see, I'll put up this shot I took of the parking lot by the trailhead, and that's just one of the parking lots, and it's already full, and it's before 9 o'clock when we started. And by the time we leave, get out of here, I'll take a note of the time and show the other parking lots the overflow, and I guarantee you those will be completely jammed up as well. We've been here before where we were leaving Raven Rock, and actually at the gate to come in there was a line of cars waiting, and they were doing like a one in one out thing. So just something to note if you're ever coming down this area. But it's also something nice about staying in a campground. Ooh, you just have a little trail there right from the campground to the park entrance. Adds about a half mile to your hikes, but makes it kind of worth it. So we're just going to keep on trucking on this hike, and I don't know, see what happens. Taking a little break. We're about maybe a mile into the hike, give or take, I don't know. Thought to drink a little water and figured pretty nice little spot to do it. Look at this guy.
Pretty snake. He's pretty.
Oh, that was always fun. As you know, we're always on the lookout for wildlife, so we got the little spadefoot toad back there, and then I was walking and came across that nice black rat snake. So hopefully that's a good sign. Maybe we'll see a little more else further down the trail. So talk about some of the other facilities we have at the park. Obviously we're staying at Moccasin Branch Campground, I think it's called. Anyway, that's where the RVs and the tent sites are at, but they also have some opportunities back here for some hike-in camping. They have the Family Wilderness Campground right over there. Not much going on. I think they just have little tent pads, maybe fire pits back here, vault toilets, but convenient if you're ever on the hike and need to make a stop. But we're going to head on down the end of this trail, which is the Lanier Falls trail, which connects into this, and that takes you to, I guess the highlight of this particular trail is Lanier Falls, so let's go. Teresa's having some footwear related issues also apparently. But as you can hear, we have made it down to the water. The term falls may be a bit deceptive, but we're going to go down there and check that out anyway. It actually looks like the river's pretty high. I don't think I've seen it this high the last few times we were here, so I don't know. Who knows? It is. You love the stairs.
I hate the stairs. I hate those stairs. They're the bane of my existence.
Well, here we go.
Yeah.
So that down there, that marked about, now that we're back up the hill, which I had to cut the video. I can't even show you what Teresa said to me coming up those stairs. It's not even suitable for YouTube. But we're about halfway point now, and we're going back up the other side of the loop, back towards the parking lot and visitor center. And we'll see how crowded it is up there, and maybe we'll pop into the little, they got a nice little visitor center, show you around, gift shop. And then it's gonna be back to the camper for some lunchtime salads. Then who knows. So far, you may have been wondering why this is called the Campbell Creek Loop Trail when we hadn't seen any creek. But now that we're on the bottom half, this is why. You can see right behind me. This is why it's the Campbell Creek Loop Trail. The second half of this, going back up towards the visitor center, is basically all along the creek here. And I always actually kind of like to do this side second because the elevation drops down, you're along the water, and it's cooler, and obviously it's later when you're going back. So the little kind of breeze off the creek and coming down through here feels quite nice. But yeah, we're going to continue on. We got about, I'm guessing, 1.5 miles left back to the visitor center at this point, maybe 1.2 miles. So we're going to get on it. Just took one final rest here by the bridge. We know this is like the last point where it's relatively flat. You got about a 1/2 mile left from the bridge, and it's all uphill. So yeah, ready to go to the visitor center. Triumphant. Checked out the visitor center. I put up some video of it around there. You see they got some stuff for sale along the wall there, some little mugs and t-shirts, stickers, what have you. A little exhibit hall with some kind of the local flora and fauna, and then some stuff about Raven Rock itself. As you can see, this parking lot behind me, like I mentioned earlier, is really full. So like I said, it does get crowded, but we're done. We're gonna make this last 1/2 mile trek back to the camper, and we got us some salads waiting. So yeah, see you when we get there. So we have just been having a really kind of a lazy day since we got back from hiking earlier. Did about 6 miles altogether, and takes its toll on you. So we just kind of laid around and did a lot of nothing for the rest of the afternoon. We're getting ready to make some dinner. So I'm gonna do some little cooking here on the lodge, on the little thing. And tonight we're gonna be making bulgogi. I've had some rice in my rice cooker inside cooking for a while. It's done, so we're getting ready to throw on bulgogi. If you've never made it, it's Korean marinated beef. Very easy to do, honestly, and this is a really good meal. So you just need to get you some good cuts of meat. We go to the commissary on base, and they'll have stuff that specifically says meat for bulgogi. If you can't find something that's labeled as it, you just want to get a good cut of steak. Ribeye is best. You can do sirloin, and you're just going to kind of cut it into thin strips. And then I like to let it marinate for about 24 hours before we cook it. Simple thing, I don't make the marinade by scratch. I found one that works pretty good that I really like the flavor of. It's by CJ Foods. It says Korean barbecue sauce, bulgogi style marinade. Put that in this container with the meat. About 24 hours, you're ready to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fired up and we're gonna throw it on the grill. So again, nice simple dish. Once we got it on the heat here, you're just gonna go ahead and cook it whichever way you like your steak to be. I mean, that's what it is. We're gonna go a little on the maybe the medium-ish side tonight, keep it nice and tender. But if you're using a good cut of beef, it's gonna be nice anyway. We're gonna chuck it in this, take it inside, serve it over some rice with a side of kimchi, and it's gonna be delicious. So catch you in a second. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
We're even getting extra fancy here with some chopsticks tonight, apparently.
That we stole from the commissary.
But you don't want to sit around and watch us eat any more than we want you to sit around and watch us eat. So we're going to go ahead and enjoy this. We got a couple other things planned tonight, so catch you in a bit. That dinner was pretty good. We've just been cleaning up, getting things ready, kind of help ourselves out in the morning. But no camping trip is complete without a fire, so I think we're going to go ahead and get one going. Chill out here by the fire and just enjoy the evening. Fire like shot like that. Gotta get our fire stick. Fire right there.
I did that. I did that.
She's very proud of herself.
It's blazing.
Because she knocked it over and it worked out very serendipitously.
Says the Eagle Scout, but that's my fire, and I was only a brownie. Okay, that's my fire.
I know we had mentioned that maybe we had one more hike in us, but actually woke up this morning and 6 miles kind of did us in yesterday. So we've just been taking it easy at the camper this morning. We went ahead and cleaned it real good and got everything ready. I guess we're gonna pack up and get on out of here. We had another great weekend here at Raven Rock. It's a good place for everyone in the area to camp. Nice sights, you're not right on top of each other. Good places to hike and all that. So I guess until next time, remember,
Life is short. Take the trip.